reseller friends, Yvonne here. So a sold video, things that have sold for about the last 6 to 8 weeks. Sales are picking up. I had a really good weekend. I hope you guys did too. So it's clothing, mostly clothing, 99%, because I didn't really sell very many hard goods. Hashtag deals is my hard goods store on eBay, but I really haven't listed much on there. I think I sold a Chicago 3D relief sign. It was really nice and she loved it. So we'll just go over some clothing, some of the unique pieces for those that enjoy some of the unique things I find and are, like to see like clothing labels and get some ideas. Okay, so make me a little smaller and put me down in the corner, and I'll see you in a minute. Okay, I think that will be a good spot. Okay, so I've got the store pulled up, Mile High Scene. I am looking at it. Well, you can't see this, it's not part of it, but I'm looking at it as if I was one of my followers looking at my store. I just typed in ebay.com/USR for user / and then the name. And so you can pull it up and look at it a different way. Okay, so let's go down to sold. Those are the people that I follow. Items for sale. And those are things that are still for sale. I'm just adding this in there for those of you that also like to do sold videos and are wondering the way that I choose to do it. This is how. I'm a little slow today. Okay, so this will be recent, what just sold starting this weekend. You can see November the 4th. So, what? Yeah, November the 4th, last night. I was thinking that sold today. Okay, but it was last night. It must have sold before midnight while I was sleeping. So the reason I do it this way is so that I'm not revealing buyers' IDs. That's a thing, I guess. So we don't want to do that just for whatever privacy reasons. Okay, so Kendall and Kylie dress, and I was more excited. I first thought it was a Free People, of course, because you see this, right? But it wasn't a Free People. It was a Kendall and Kylie, and I thought, oh, it's pretty. Unfortunately, some of their stuff doesn't sell for that high of a price. I can't remember. Is it sold at Sears? Some of it. Well, anyways, so just for the heck of it, I kind of held strong on the price just to see, well, maybe if all the other ones sell, mine will sell too, because it was really, really pretty. A really nice boho long sundress. So I held out for it. Most people, I think, are selling them for around 20 or so. So I got 30 for it. Last night, this was interesting. Double D Ranch. If you're any one of my reseller friends that follow me, you know I find a lot of this and I talk about it all the time. Definitely Double D Ranch items. This was in the Halloween rack. I had best offer set for anything over $125, and that's what she must have put something that price because it sold while I was sleeping for $125. These are called hair pipe beads, just so you know. So this is really popular lodge, ranch, reenactment, boho. It's just a really popular style for certain people. Okay, not much there. A new Frontier dress. This also has like a little leather label in the back. But see, I just sold this kind of as modesty as well. One of those jersey things. That one for just over 40. We all know Duluth Trading. That's a barn jacket with the big pockets. A blazer. It looks like a blazer, but with all these big pockets. Typically called barn blazer or barn jacket. Some St. John. I had to price this a little lower because it had a little repair at the lower bottom hem. I think that was the one. It's either that or the duster. I found 4 pieces, and these two sold immediately. These two here sold like while I was listing them. I didn't even know something could sell that fast. Dolce & Gabbana is why I got a little over $20 for this little sheer nothing of a cami, because it was Dolce & Gabbana sleepwear. Pendleton, I'm easy on the Pendleton, but this was a nice shirt, a nice snap shirt, Western snap shirt. It was a Pendleton. I got 40, 42 for that. fit flop boots. Those, what did I just say? Fit flop boots. Edit that out. Anyways, I didn't even know they made boots. These were a very small size. They took a while. They sold twice. This time the sale is good. So I thought they might be worth more, but I think even the fit flop sandals are coming down because I saw that Marshall's had a bunch of them on discount. So I'm like, oh, okay, we need to be careful with the fit flops. I made a note to myself to go look and see like what styles within the fit flop are lowering in price, and are there still any good styles left that are a little bit higher. Instagram, I talked about this. I found 3 of these new with tags, and I think I talked about it in the haul video when I found them. I was really like, $14.99 a piece, new with tags. Went ahead, did it, didn't love it, but I knew I would get my money back. It's not going to kill me. But I sold all 3 of them pretty quick. 1 on Poshmark and 2 on eBay. So that was fine. My other concern was that they were short sleeve, but it turned out fine. Oh, you guys remember this? I bought this for $5.99 at Ross. And I found out that they were worth a lot more money, and some people were saying they were from Pottery Barn, but I can't prove that Pottery Barn sold them last year or 2 years ago. But it's a real long, I left the scissors in there to kind of show, like, you know, scale. But it's a real long, like, table runner. But it was so nice and somewhat thick with the backing that you could actually make a wall hanging if you wanted to. So I got $80 for that. Really excited. I bought a couple pair of boots, and they both sold very quickly. I think the other one sold on Poshmark. We'll look at Poshmark too real quick in a minute. Steve Madden. I only do the Steve Madden. I try to do that only if it's a really hot style that was blogged about a lot, or if it's all leather. So these were all leather and in really good shape still. So nice little equestrian themed harness. You could say moto, but I went with equestrian for that one. Match point. This, okay, I learned something on this. I just thought maybe this was a, oh gosh, here I go again. Every time I film, my mind draws a blank on some things. There's something, soft surroundings. I think it was soft surroundings I thought it was. So I pulled it out. It's linen. It's cute. It'll do leg and look theme really well. And so I learned something new. Oh, and it said made in USA. Yeah, the tag said made in USA. So I learned something new. Match point is a pretty decent label. This one there was something not quite 100% perfect about it. I can't remember. For some reason, I chose to mark this down a little bit lower. But remember that label, and because I'm going to, because I think we can get a little bit more for certain pieces on that. That's a good label. You know what? We wouldn't pass it up. It says made in USA. We're going to take a second look, right? Oh, I finally sold a crochet blanket. This went to the UK. $30, I believe, on that. From now on, all that stuff goes over in hashtag deals. I actually have a pretty good sized bin waiting of some Pottery Barn sheets, some Ralph Lauren, some vintage, and I'm going to put it all over in hashtag _deals. Deal if you are more into hard goods. But I was going to not do hard goods, but you just can't ignore it. There's just still money to be made there. So I just put my big girl panties on and just like have some extra boxes, and I've got my scale. I'm like, get over it. There's good money in it, and it's so exciting when you find something really cool, like, I don't know, an antique or something really vintage cool in the hard goods as well. Okay, so a Ralph Lauren. This was only a Ralph Lauren polo, but look at that nice little buffalo plaid, and it was a snap shirt. Really cute. So normally Ralph Lauren polo, I don't really mess with that too much because it's all over Ross and Marshall's. And okay, Tasha Polizzi. That's another one I usually find. That reminds me like a Scully and Double D Ranch, and I just always buy that brand. Shirts, jackets, skirts. It usually sells fairly quickly. So I think I paid like $5.99 or so for that. I've got another piece up now. Armani Exchange, only because it was new with tags, but I did get a good price for that, didn't I? That went overseas as well. Oh, I love this. Pete and Greta. This is a division of Johnny Was, okay? So that's why for cargo pants, I got $65 for those. I always scan the pant racks. I don't love selling jeans or pants, but I always scan it for good jeans, for extra long length, because I'm a tall girl and I have some things that I cater to tall girls to sell to. And I always look for cargo and utility pants, things like that. And so I pulled that out, and I was really happy. I'm a little nervous on the color because usually every time I buy white or cream or light color, there's always a stain on it that I didn't notice when I got home. And there was on these, but I pre-soaked it, got it out, because in this case it was worth it. $65. Pete and Greta. It's a division of Johnny Was. There's another division too, as usual. Can't think off the top of my head. So I try to keep these kind of short, you know, so we can breeze through them. But as a reminder, like I said on my last video, you can do like I do when you're pressed for time. You can just go down to the corner of YouTube in the little cog, and you can set the speed a little bit faster and breeze through things. So there's a lot of people that I do that for. You can still understand the information just fine. And if there's something that really sparks me, you know, I'll stop it for a minute and back up. But like the 1.5, you can still understand everything. Just a nice little embellished sweater. I just thought that was cute, kind of boho-ish. So this was by Everlast, and it was a black shiny chin. So I thought someone's going to want this for something. The dark Lolita crowd. I don't know how to say that, but that's a thing there. Whatever that is, kawaii, that's a thing. Cosplay, so that's how I sold that one. This one overseas too. So Black Noir, that's a pretty decent brand too, that will get you a little bit more money on some things. I feel like some people underprice it. Maybe the condition wasn't great on theirs or something, but Black Noir, that's a pretty good label for some athleisure wear and whatnot, and jackets. Peruvian alpaca sweater. It wasn't Peruvian Connection, which tends to get us a little bit more money, but still, it is what it is. So I sell these all the time when I find them. I've got one up for sale now. These Ralph Lauren. It's just Ralph Lauren, and I think the other one I have now is too. So it's not the highest in the hierarchy, right? But it's these buttons. These buttons are, you know what? Well, dang it, I don't know how to. If I open this up, I may not figure out how to get back. But anyways, the buttons have like this metal 3D relief on them of, you know, this horse. It's really cute. And as a matter of fact, anytime, I never am afraid to buy one because I know they're going to sell for about that price range. And if not, I'm always threatening that I'm going to cut those buttons off and make something cool for myself. I like to do mashup on clothing. I like to upcycle and do mashups, especially for myself. You know, gives you something fun to wear, conversation piece that nobody else has ever seen. So anyways, that's just me bragging, I guess. I've just sewn for a long time in fashion and all that. Ooh boy, prices are slipping on that brand logo, so be careful. Miss Me jeans. These sold for a pretty good amount because these were, they weren't all overly embellished. These were really low key. I think I even put that in there, low key. So Lululemon, ooh, that was just a basic pair. So even though it was reversible, so I thought I could get more, but I didn't. I ended up marking them down and just like, whatever. They were still in good shape. No pilling. Reversible, even though they were a basic older style. I want to say the Groove. Oh, don't quote me on that. This one I'm excited about. Isabel Marant. Oh my gosh, very expensive line. If you don't know that one, write that one down and Google that and get familiar with them. Sold all over the higher end department stores like Neiman's and whatnot, Neiman Marcus and whatnot. That dress new, that was raw silk. That dress new was probably $800–900. So she didn't even bother with the best offer. She just paid me $168. I think it went somewhere outside of Hollywood, and it stayed a good sale. I always worry, you know, in that price range, but I think I paid about $5, $6, $7 for it. It's really interesting. Just a distressed leather. I love to sell leather, moto stuff, Harley stuff, that kind of stuff. I just, if it's a good price. What's been interesting at the thrift stores lately is sometimes I feel like they miss it. They think maybe it's not real leather, and so they price it real cheap. And I think in this instance, that was what happened on that. I was really shocked. And I don't know why, because the leather was quality. But for some reason, it was missing one stud, so I just took a stud out of an inconspicuous place and put it where it was conspicuously missing one. Okay, that was from my own collection. I'm a tall girl, I wear a size 10. Those were cute with a little low heel, but I was just doing a closet clean out. Ha ha, I had to text Emma. I'm like, what does this mean? And so she had Russian writing, so Emma ambitions out loud. So she told me it means victory over competition. And that happens to be a good brand too, 41. So, and it was new with tags? Yes. So I kept the price up there. I think I got 22. So that was just fun to sell. Oh my gosh. I'm about to give up on flax infinity, but I don't know. I may still look at flax every once in a while, but whew. I'll let you guys look real quick, but nothing. Sold that little cute vintage piece. I knew someone would love that. It was silk. It was adorable. I knew someone would like that. Alberto Macaulay. I hope I'm saying that right for us. I buy a lot of their stuff. That's actually a moderate price for that. I think I let it go for 30 or 32. That's actually a moderate price. Some St. John, Harley Davidson. This was really not much of a brand, but I just went on style. Nice crocheted dress. So here's what I did to try to sell it. And it finally did. I'm always buying these weird kimonos and velvet burnout things. I'm really big on velvet burnout. As long as it's nice and clean, I don't care if it's an off-label or unbranded. If it's a cool piece, there's a crowd, several different crowds that love the velvet burnout. So you can market it to several different little fashion subcultures. Love, okay, Moschino. Man, there's a lot of controversy over how to say this, so I actually looked it up to be sure I knew how to say it, and now I'm not 100% sure. Moschino? Oh my gosh, I should have checked that before. I might, after I edit this, clean it up of my rambling, I might go add a little blip in on that, because there's a lot of people still arguing over how you say that. But anyways, this is a lower end, you know, part of the ready to wear, but still you can get a good price. Take some off, of course, when there's a strike through. That means I took a best offer. Oh, logo. Vocal, some of the vocal bling will still sell, and I'm taking it easy on it. Betty Rides, that's a good, you know, I think that's a slang word. I think that's a couple years old now, Betty, a Betty. I don't know what group still uses that, but it's, you know, cool girl, cute girl. Anyways, this had extra long sleeves, so whenever I find things that I can market to my tall girls, then I do that. Even if I don't think I'm going to make, you know, a great amount of money. Darn, we can't, where are we at? Okay, well, we'll just stop there. Not a lot of sales. Like, I didn't really work a lot this summer, ever since eBay opened. You know, summer, you're having fun and family stuff. Oh my gosh. So I'm back in the swing of things, and so are buyers. I had a really good weekend. So there seems to be a couple things missing. It's probably because I'm looking at it, you know, I'm looking at this as a buyer, and sometimes they don't show everything that's sold. So let me pause here. I will be back in a moment. I'm going to pull up Poshmark. A few things that sold there. Okay, so I'll be back in a minute, y'all. I'll probably edit all this out and you won't even know I was gone. Okay, so here we are in my Poshmark closet, and I didn't want to do it by the sales tab because it shows buyer identification. So we will do it this way by filtering to availability. Sold. Okay. Let's start from recent. These are actually a lot cheaper on eBay, but I thought, well, let me mark it up on Poshmark and see what happens. And because what I'm learning is a lot of Poshmark people do not go over and search for it anyplace else. Like me personally, if I see something I love on Poshmark, I'm also going to zip over to eBay and see if anybody has it a little cheaper. But a lot of people don't do that. I don't know eBay's just not on their mind. I don't know if they've had bad dealings over there or if they're not PayPal fans. But that sold well. It was a men's, $58. This was the boo-boo I told you guys about. I got too crazy on the make a deal days, the contest, and I meant to put 20 and I accidentally put 10 and hit whatever, send, and someone instantly bought it for $10. And I think I made $5.55 after fees, and then cost so $1.25 by the time it was all said and done. And that was a new with tags dress. Whatever, lesson learned and a happy buyer, right? Nothing really exciting over there except for, you can just, I sold a little bundle of vocal that were a size small. That was a hard sell, so I bundled those up. This was cute. This was a Chico's, all leather, $50. There's the Robert Graham shirt that I sold there. There are the other boots. I bought 2 pair of boots at the same time in great condition, and they sold very quickly. So $88 for those. I think I paid like $8.99. So just some interesting things. It's been pretty good over there. For as few of listings that I think that I have, that I actually take the time to cross-post over there, it's doing really well, I feel like. And so I'm going to put some more effort into my Poshmark too. I'm going to stay, definitely. Oh, this was a good sale. The Burberry shirt, $70. Melissa McCarthy jacket. Oh, and another Burberry, and we'll probably stop there. $110 for that Burberry last month, and $70. This was a golf vest, and $70 for this shirt. Whew! That was a fun sale too. My Missy Elliott Adidas shoes. Oh, that's about it. Everything else is a little bit older, but not doing too bad over on Poshmark. I'm glad I went back. I was there and then I left because it was just like a lot of socializing, and I thought I don't want my eBay to suffer. But when they added offer to likers and a few other features, you know, that kind of made it more interesting. Plus, a lot more people were going over there. I think they've expanded a lot of their customer base and their demographics. And also, just another case where I put my big girl panties on and said, just do it. How hard can it be? And it's not. I just cross-post certain items while I'm listing them on eBay, copy and paste the text. Really, what, another minute, minute and a half. So it's doing pretty well. I made Poshmark ambassador, and where am I at? 17,000 followers. And I try to follow. I need to get up on my followers. I am not one of those people that think I am too cool to follow people back. Who looks at their feed anyways? I'm going to follow people too. That's the whole name of the game of Poshmark. Okay, that's another video. We'll talk about that in another video about my experience on Poshmark so far and some things that I think about other people's tips and tricks that I've tried, some things that I maybe agree with and don't agree with, and my own personal perspectives. All right, I'm going to end this. I hope you guys have had a great weekend. Today's Monday, and the next 2 months are probably going to go by so quickly for us. But let me get back. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, hit me up. Leave a comment if you want. I'll answer. Tell us something cool you sold. If you need help doing YouTube yourself, I'll help you with what little I know now. Anyways, I appreciate y'all, and I'll talk to you later. Oh, hey, tomorrow, resellers do. And I think we're having a contest, a sweater, Embella sweater contest. I think I got it in the bag. We'll see. Talk to you guys later. Hopefully see you tomorrow on the Resellers Do on Deb's channel. Hi there, baby. What you doing? Mama just made a sold video. I am now trying to end it. You want to say hi? Highway says hi and bye.